What up, YouTube? Back at it again. We're looking at some Eminem. I've got requests in the past to do a lot of Eminem stuff. I guess I tend to not do like especially stuff like this, like your older Eminem. Because I've heard this song. I've heard most of these, a lot of the older stuff. Some of the newer stuff I haven't. I kind of fell off with keeping up with Eminem probably in the last 4 years, 5 years. But all of this stuff, we're looking at cleaning out my closet. Like I said, all of this stuff, um, I know every word to. So it's not a reaction. It's just kind of me re-listening to something. However, weirdly, I don't know that I've seen this video. I have it blocked, kind of, sort of. You'll see some of it, but obviously just for copyright purposes and whatnot. Yeah, do me a favor, if you're new here, if you're not new here, run over to M's page. Please go like and subscribe. Go support M. Or don't. If you don't like him, it's fine. But I don't know why you wouldn't. He's really talented. And if you like what I do, please like, comment down below, subscribe. Let's go.
Where's my snare? I have no snare in my headphones.
I love this, and they might have recreated the zoom in there on Dre, and him pulling the snare up, but he had the snare down on the mixer, and they just left it. That wasn't like, and that's like very very well known, like as far as like an intro to a song, and it was completely like improv. Like, I don't have actual snare in my headphones, and as a rapper, you need percussion. Your snare is your hard hit. That's your most used percussive instrument generally. Your snare, your bass drum, and your hi-hat, sometimes a crash cymbal, but usually your snare is going to be keeping the beat with the bass drum. And they usually run, parallels. But anyways, so it's funny. I always love that they left that, and everybody knows I got no snare in my headphones when you hear this beat kicking. Sick beat, by the way.
Yeah. Yo. Have you ever been hated or discriminated against? I have. I've been protested and demonstrated against.
It's crazy the way that this is depicted here too, with protested and demonstrated against. Have you ever been hated? So basically, and it's weird for it was weird for America, and especially hip hop as a culture, to hear a white male, especially a lot of middle America that was kind of, I mean, to hear a white male kind of talk about being in yeah, hip hop as a whole, that just by and large has been somewhat opposed to welcoming white rappers, culturally, and it makes a lot of sense. But it should be more talent driven than color driven, and hopefully we're getting there. M was a big part of that. But have you ever been hated, discriminated against? I have. I've been protested and demonstrated against. Love his rhyme schemes on that too.
Picket signs for my wicked rhymes. Look at the times. Sick is the mind of the motherfucking kid that's behind.
He says, look at the Times. So there's a double there, right? So the Times magazine was sort of painting Eminem in a certain way, like I just had mentioned. And also look at the Times. Look what times we're in right now. Talking about rioting and picketing. By the way, I do pause. So we're gonna have some pausing going on here, just so you know.
All this commotion, emotions run deep as oceans exploding. Tempers flaring from parents, just blow them off and keep going. Not taking nothing from no one, give them hell long as I'm breathing. Keep kicking ass in the...
So he's just like, I don't take shit from nobody. I'll give him hell as long as I'm breathing. You can come at me all you want.
Keep going, not taking nothing from no one, give them hell long as I'm breathing. Keep kicking ass in the morning and taking names in the evening.
He's just talking about like those that keep picketing and rioting. And if you remember when, like, they call this is off the Eminem show. This is, and it's the literally the album cover is basically like it's your, what do you, the red curtains behind him, like it's a show. Like he's positioning himself almost like a fucking circus act to these people as a joke. So it's he's kind of playing off that and being comical about it. Like, all right, you want into my life? Welcome to my life. And a lot of what he sings about in his songs is very personally driven as far as his experiences, as far as his relationship, especially in this with his mom. But anyways, let's keep that going. But he's just this is him just which he did a lot of, just sort of spit in the face of everybody. You know what? Fuck it, keep coming at me. I'm gonna kill you with talent. I'm gonna keep, what do you say? Kicking ass in the morning, taking names in the evening.
Leave them with the taste of sour as vinegar in their mouth. See, they can trigger me, but they'll never figure me out. Look at me now, I bet you're probably sick of me now, ain't you, mama? I'ma make you look so ridiculous now. I'm sorry, mom.
So I'm gonna make you look so ridiculous now. He's basically setting up what he's about to do in the rest of the song, talking about they can trigger me, but they'll never figure me out. I will never open the book to what I can do in my skill, because he does shit that honestly nobody else has ever been able to do, as far as rap wise. He has his own lane. Talent wise, it's no one can really touch the type of shit he can do with the way that he can kind of, I've never seen anybody be able to work their way in and out of pockets that he can do, finding rhymes where you couldn't even see a rhyme found, and then putting that on beats and syllables where it's mind boggling what he can do with a pen.
I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry. But tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet. One more time. I said I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry. But tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet. I got some skeletons in my closet, and I don't know if no one knows it. So
all right, so there's a double with closet too. Cleaning out my closet, like I'm gonna air a bunch of shit out right now, right? So basically the skeletons that no one knows about. Here's my life. I'm gonna open up a section of my deepest, darkest secrets to you right now, and I'm gonna open up some of yours too. Talking to his mom. And also cleaning out my closet, like this is talking about, it's a reference to moving out, but it's basically saying, all right, we're just gonna agree to disagree on pretty much everything, and just decide to part ways in life. And he even references somewhere in here, I'm not sure if he did it yet, but basically like this is not meant to be a diss or a slam. This is like, all right, this is exactly what the fuck happened. Now the world knows. Have fun with it, right?
before they throw me inside my coffin and I'm cleaning out my closet. I got some skeletons in my closet, and I don't know if no one knows it. So before they throw me inside my coffin and close it, I'ma expose it. I'll take you back to 73, before I ever had a multi-platinum selling CD. I was a baby, maybe I was just a couple of months. My faggot father must have had his panties up in a bunch.
All right, he got slack for that line too, but this was written kind of before kind of the uproar on using phrases and terminology like that. He's just basically he's not coming at gays or anybody. He's basically just saying his father was being a bitch, right? And he's talking in by the way by which he sort of bailed, right?
A couple of months, my faggot father must have had his panties up in a bunch. As he split, I wonder if he even kissed me goodbye. No, I don't. On second thought, I just fucking wished he would die.
And I love that double, the way he played that just verbally there. I wonder if he even kissed me goodbye. No, I don't. It's almost like a decision made mid verse, right? He's saying yeah, at some point, like maybe some father-son love would have been nice. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck you. Fuck that guy. And you could hear the anger in his voice, right?
If he even kissed me goodbye. No, I don't. On second thought, I just fucking wished he would die. I look at Haley, and I couldn't picture leaving her side. Even if I hated Kim, I grit my teeth and I try to make it work with her. At least for Haley's sake, I maybe made some mistakes, but I'm only human. But I'm man enough to face him today.
I'm not even getting into his rhyme schemes, really. If you listen to I can go through this and pick apart the syllabatic rhyme schemes, but I would spend hours on this. Even subtle stuff.
Maybe made some mistakes, but I'm only human.
Made some mistakes. Face them today. He does this shit the entire way, by the way. I didn't mean to rhyme that, but
I'm man enough to face him today.
And he's saying basically his daughter is that important that he'd be willing to fucking trash his life with this evil bitch of a person that he hates. Just to show face and show up as a dad. I can't really relate to that. I'm not a dad. And I don't know, man. It'd be got to be one special kid for me to for me to stick around with somebody I hate. I think there's ways around that. There's cordial ways to handle situations, but that's a different topic. And I'm not your therapist. Um, but yeah, it's and he has some beat up relationships. A lot of it's by way of his success, but I mean he was, and as talked about in this song, man, he's been through the ringer, life wise, especially growing up, relationships, parents wise, and baby mama wise, right?
What I did was stupid, no doubt it was dumb, but the smartest shit I did was take the bullets out of that.
He's talking about the altercation he got into with Guerra, or Guerra, whatever his name is. So he basically, I think he says it here. Hold on, let's listen.
Cause I'd have killed him. Shit, I would've shot Kim and them both. It's my life. I'd like to welcome y'all to the Eminem show. I'm sorry,
So the smartest thing I did was take the bullets out of that gun. So when Kozlowski or whoever picked up the gun, it was basically there was no bullets in it. Now, it was reported that Guerra, whatever, said he got pistol whipped. Eminem says that he just hit him with a fist, right? But if you look at some other songs, like there's a couple songs where he teases that a little bit. Like, what did he do? Soldier, was that with 50? Where he talks about that incident and kind of refers back to it and teases a little bit. But he's kind of allowed to gently poke at that now, because I'm pretty sure that was settled out of court, or there was some sort of it was like a plea deal or some shit like that. It was basically like pay this amount of money to make it go away, right? So it's you get in like this he said she said sort of situation. You have the money to kind of fix things, from what I understand. I could be wrong, but anyways, he caught dude, making out with girl, and it kind of pissed him off. He's kind of a hothead, obviously. So, he took bullets out of his gun as he should. Weirdly, most people wouldn't. But that was, thinking about your future. But yeah, anyways.
Kim and them both is my life. I'd like to welcome y'all to the Eminem show. I'm sorry, mama.
What I referenced earlier is my life. I'd like to welcome y'all to the Eminem show. So welcome to my life. This is we're taking down the curtains, right?
I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet.
Love the hook on this too.
I said I'm sorry, mama.
He's using instrumentals that aren't usually associated with rap hooks, electric guitars, and the way the percussion's going. He's singing.
Nah, I would never diss my own mama just to get recognition. Take a second to listen. Who you think this record is dissing? But put yourself in my position. Just try to envision witnessing your mama popping prescription pills in the kitchen, bitching that someone's always going through a person. Shit's missing. Going through public housing systems, victim of Munchausen syndrome. My whole
what was that girl's name? Munchausen syndrome. And by the way, that rhyme was sick. Listen to that. How do you rhyme Munchausen syndrome?
I'm a popping prescription pills in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Someone's always going through a person. Shit's missing.
Person shit's missing. Munchausen syndrome. Like it's partly the way he uses his kind of subtle accent, but it's partly how he bends vowels, either within words or at the end of words to suit words that may otherwise not even rhyme. But you hear like really good rappers can very easily bend phrases and terminology within a word or a sentence to fit something. But like rapping Munchausen syndrome in a in that setup, you go, you set that up with a few different sentences there. But it's and by the way, that's basically just like exploiting a child. What was it? Gypsy Rose recently. She just got out of jail, right? And she married some dude that looks just dead like her mom. You should see the picture side by side. I should pull it up right now. Edit it. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Except for that's what it is exploiting a child. This takes it to a further level. I mean, Gypsy like had her mom killed by some dude, and it's but she was like victim of horrendous shit. I might have had somebody off too. Scratch that. I'm just kidding. I love my parents, but I'm just saying if you fuck up somebody's life like that, you kind of deserve something coming to you. I'm not sure it's death. No one deserves that, but fuck. Anyways, it's exploiting your child as for your own benefits, as if there is something wrong with them that there otherwise isn't, from what I understand. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist, I don't diagnose or assess this shit. I just read a lot. But and he talks about like going through her purse to see what's missing, and he's just if you're a child at this age, you're impressionable, you see things, and you're like, and you sort of take that on as the norm. Oh, it's, yeah, my mom takes a lot of pills. She's in a lot of pain. Or, the housing systems is normal, right? It's not. Oh, it's not normal for my mom to get beat up or get violent with me. No. Huh. So you understand the world, and you understand family dynamic a little bit differently. So it's kind of, he's saying basically like, just understand, put yourself in my position. Look at what I was looking at as a child, right?
Going through public housing systems, victim of Munchausen syndrome. My whole life I was made to believe I was sick when I wasn't, till I grew up. Now I blew up. It makes you sick to your stomach, doesn't it? Wasn't it the reason you made that CD for me, Ma? So you could try to justify the way you treated me, Ma. But guess what? You're getting older now, when it's cold, when you're lonely, and Nathan's growing up so quick, he's gonna know that you're phony.
So Nathan's Eminem's brother, by the way. I think he's also a rapper too. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing with his life right now. I don't really keep up with him, or his relationship with M. But what he just mentioned was, until I blew up, and then it makes you sick to your stomach, etc. It's referring to like, basically anybody that's treated him poorly that, is all of a sudden, like really, they're real friendly and they're really around and really apparent. No pun intended, apparent, like in your life. They make, not a parent. She's never been a parent, but it's, and I think when she came at him, like she got like $1,000 or a couple grand, and she sued him for like 10 mil or something like that. And for like, was it like defamation or some shit like that? And then like, he didn't win that, right? And then she teamed up with some rap group or something and put out a song. And I think he references it here too. IDX or something. IG Instagram. She teamed up with Instagram. I'm just kidding. I don't know. She teamed up with, anyways, they put a track out, basically just fucking talking shit and dissing M. And we know what happens when you diss M. M doesn't take too kindly. He ignores it a little bit more now than he used to, but if you say some shit, basically just keep your daughter's name out your mouth. Yeah, unless it's like good, then he'll respond. Or if it's just complete trash and nonsense, then he'll respond too. If it's anywhere in the middle, he doesn't really touch that, anyways.
And Haley's getting so big now, you just see her, she's beautiful, but you'll never see her. She won't even be at your funeral.
So you got to imagine that type of hate. You can't, my daughter will not be at your funeral. We don't care if you die. We're not showing up. You will not see her or take part in her life. That's next level. That's family, that's blood.
You just see her, she's beautiful, but you'll never see her. She won't even be at your funeral. See, what hurts me the most is you won't admit you was wrong. Bitch, do your song. Keep telling yourself that you was a mom.
That's what he's talking about. Bitch,
but
do your
how
song.
dare you try to take what you didn't help me to get? You selfish bitch. I hope you fucking burn in hell for this shit. Remember when Ronnie died and you said you wished it was me? Well, guess what? I am.
You hear that do. It's almost like nursery rhyme-esque, because we reference children a lot. His kid, we reference himself as a child, so he's kind of playing off that in the kind of home life element of, cleaning out my closet, whatever we're talking about, a lot of like home sort of family life, but it's an interesting kind of play off of that, because it does sound very like push you to sleep sort of nursery rhyme shit.
Dead to you as can be. I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you.
Meanwhile, the entire time he's digging a grave out.
I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet.
I wonder if this has anything to do with why this is completely off topic, but why MGK, I think in his diss track, was fucking carrying around a shovel the entire time, like he was burying. I wonder if that was just just sort of a callback to this, because he used a lot of kind of M sort of throwbacks and callbacks in his diss as well. I did reactions to those.
I said I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry. But tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet.
It's cool how they depict the child writing that. I never meant to hurt you. I'm cleaning out my closet. So it's a child apologizing to a mom, like in a very innocent, childish way. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I will clean out my closet. Like she's been poking him to clean out his closet. So it brings another meaning to it. Like it's just a child wanting to make his mom proud, and she throws it back in his face. And that's kind of a microcosm for what this is about. Real life, real talk. With like, all right, this is me being like, to fuck with all this, you know. Here's my closet. I'll clean it out. You can take the rest of it. The fuck on with you, right? So it's an interesting, you know, at least the imagery there that they used was the relation to the song itself, just the innocence of the child just being like, I'm sorry, I'll clean my closet out, and her just, you know, saying, no, fuck you, you know, whatever. And then the end scene, him walking out of a church, basically saying, God has nothing to do with this. This is family. This is blood. I'll handle this shit on my own. And it's the room's clean. We left the church clean, the closet clean. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I know the song. It's any song that from Infinite on, I probably know. Feel free to throw me as much M as you want. Now that I open up that bag, I will pause a lot, and I will explain stuff here and there. Again, with M stuff, I could spend hours on his rap skills alone. I could just sit there on his diction, his enunciation, the way that he uses words, his cadence. I could spend hours just talking about, without even digging into what the songs represent or mean. I'm just trying to sort of fit it into, what do we got? We got 22 minutes here. That's not that bad. I could do worse, way worse. But yeah, you gotta check out. Yeah, there's MGK right there with the shovel in his hand. Okay. That looks like a reaction to it though. 5 years later. 5 years later, he's doing. I don't know. He's doing rock music, dressing like David Bowie. I'm not really sure what he's doing. He's doing something. He's wearing a lot of feathers and colors and shit. Yeah, do me a favor. Go support M. Please go like and subscribe. And by the way, I have nothing against MGK. I actually think he's really good at battle rapping. I wish he would just stick doing that, because I actually enjoy that shit. But yeah, go like and subscribe. If you like what I do, please like, comment down below, subscribe. This came by way of Patreon. I'm not going to ignore M stuff anymore. It's just, again, everything's protected, so I might have to run shit through, make it blurry and whatever. But I'm happy to listen to the songs and break them apart. It sucks because I want to speak on so much, but I don't want to waste too much of your time, which I just did. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. We'll talk to you on the next.